So, here's how the day went on Wall Street. Stocks managed to edge higher Tuesday, even as everyone was watching Washington, where the government is sliding toward its first shutdown in 7 years. Hey everyone, it's Wednesday morning, October 1st, and welcome back to Capital Markets Quickie. I'm your host, Endrit Sella, here to break down yesterday's market action in just 2 minutes. Quick note before we dive in, today's episode is brought to you by AMF Capital Asset Management Frankfurt. Learn more about our funds and strategies at amf-capital.de. Alright, let's get started. The Dow rose about 0.2%, the Standard & Poor's 500 gained 0.4%, and the Nasdaq climbed roughly 0.3%. Both the Nasdaq and the Standard & Poor's 500 also just wrapped up their best third quarter since 2020. But the real story is politics. Markets are bracing for a shutdown after talks between Trump, Republicans, and Democrats broke down on Monday. Experts say the odds of a shutdown are above 90%. If it happens, the Bureau of Labor Statistics will go dark, which means no jobs report on Friday and no new inflation data until funding resumes. That would leave the Federal Reserve flying blind on some of the most important indicators. We did get one last labor market snapshot before the deadline. Job openings rose more than expected in September, while hiring slowed and layoffs fell, showing what experts are calling a low-hire, low-fire environment. Consumer confidence, on the other hand, slumped to its lowest level since April, with Americans growing more worried about the job market. And then there's trade. Trump just added tariffs on lumber, timber, and some furniture, right after threatening levies on movies and last week's plan to slap 100% duties on branded drugs. It's all part of his wider push, but investors are nervous about how much strain this puts on global growth, especially with data showing factory weakness in China and Japan. So, a lot of moving pieces right now, and the market's just trying to process it all. Let's see how the rest of the week plays out. Alright, that wraps up today's Capital Markets Quickie. Join me again tomorrow morning for more market updates. See you then.